Hi guys, it's Slava here from RWebZ in Dawson Creek, northern British Columbia in Canada. And today I want to announce that we are actually became a licensed redistributor of Robofinity, which is a thermal vision for your vehicle. AI driven animal detection, people detection in low weather condition, in bad weather conditions like snow, fog, heavy rain. You can actually now see the road. So I was waiting for their development to finish for last 2.5 years. I've been looking and waiting until they're done, and now they're finally done, and I am gonna install this into my Jeep, and within the next 6 to 8 months I will be doing some tests, making videos of the quality of how it works. According to other videos I've seen, it's pretty good. Just curious how it's going to survive our north. One of the things I'm going to be watching for is whether it's going to get hit by a stone on the highway. So I'm driving a Pine Pass twice a month, so that will be a good test for this camera, I think. Especially the road from Dawson Creek to Grand Prairie can be pretty nasty in the winters once in a while. So Fort St. John, we'll test all that, we'll see how it works. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact. We will be setting up a website, robofinity.ca, for our fellow Canadian customers. You will hopefully be able to find it in many different places, some discount codes for now. Another thing that is important to mention, that the way that Robofinity online purchasing works is you don't pay any Canadian taxes, and it's free shipping to Canada. So go ahead and contact me for coupon codes as the beginning of the program. We want to test, we want as many people to test, and it's not that expensive. It is currently on promotional sale for about 739 Canadian dollars, and that includes free shipping and no taxes on top of it. So I will not be probably filming, maybe a little bit of my install, but not all of it, just because there's so many videos online already. But I will be installing some cameras on the Jeep, and while driving in bad conditions, I'll be recording, and then I will be posting some demos and results of what I think was good or not good. Okay, I will be doing honest reviews. If something I don't like, I will actually be saying that I don't like it. So stay tuned with RWebZ, robofinity.ca. I think it's one of the greatest products, and it is indeed affordable, because other products I looked at were either overpriced or similar price, a little bit higher than Robofinity, but they're bulky, and not every vehicle is able to accommodate a bulky device to be installed. So another ideas that I have is installing it on tractor trailers for semi-trailers, which I think will help drivers a lot, especially in bad weather conditions. We'll test it in those whiteouts just to make sure I can still see while the camera can see while I cannot see anything. So stay tuned, and hopefully you'll like it. I think it is indeed cheaper to buy this than the insurance claim and all the time lost and everything, or life lost, God forbid, accidents and stuff. This is a way cheaper insurance to avoid that. Hey, so now we're going to install the camera. One thing I thought of at the beginning, I thought of installing it onto my front bumper, but I gave it a second thought, and I will install it at where it should be, on top of the hood, just because what I want to do at some point in time, I want to try and use these XR glasses with the camera through my phone and see what result I get, which extended reality while driving, it would be an interesting thing. So I will see, and I'll let you know whether I consider it dangerous driving with XR glasses, having my thermal camera on top of my actual viewpoint, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'll just install it normally. So here's the camera. It's not that huge. It will be sitting in the middle of my hood at the top, and the 3-meter cable will be going through the firewall into the cab, connecting into the AI module, which from there it will go onto the screen and onto my dashboard. So let's get started, I guess. Okay, here we go. So let's pull the cable through the hood cover. They actually made that cable quite nice, and so it does come with a little silicone here, so it will not damage the paint, and a special screwdriver key to unlock these. Okay, so got it mounted. Wasn't the easiest task with this particular hood, just because of the angle and the angle inside. I will actually show you here. It was fairly hard to get it to the screws. How the screws are located. And this rubber here, so I had to basically just put a flashlight there, push on that rubber so I can push the screwdriver in and tighten it. But it worked out really good. I did decide I will put it a little bit to the driver's side rather than in the middle, just because I want to use my XR glasses, and this will be closer to driver view rather than having it in the middle. But anyway, now when I know how to put, I can always adjust it. Okay, so there is a little spot where my amp cables go. There is a little spot, a little hole in the firewall there that we can pull the cable through. I will now try and get it pulled through, so let's have a look. through. On the other side, I'll just show you guys where it comes out, just in case someone else wants to install it on the Jeep. So it's right here, so you take this panel off, and right here there's a little hole that is actually a firewall through to the engine compartment. Okay, let me tie that up and we'll come next installing the AI module and the display. Okay, so now we'll be installing the AI module. So since I have some space under my glove box in that little plastic, I will just put it there, but you can pretty much mount it anywhere on the walls. Either probably stick it or screw it in. I wouldn't want to really screw it in, and I don't want to put it too low to the ground just to not get a water damage or anything on it. So I'll just hide it inside this plastic here, underneath my glove box. Okay, so we'll continue once I put it in there. Okay, so actually the rest of the install went pretty good. So here is the module installed there with all the excess cable. And I was able to pull the cables actually inside this compartment here, and behind a little rubber behind the dash, between the dash and the windshield, and up to the screen there. So now I will assemble everything, and next thing we do is we'll start it up and try her out. Okay, so sorry, I don't have a mount for the vehicle for the camera, so I'll be just holding it in my hand. But here is the moment of truth. Let's start her up and let's see what's going on here. Okay, I guess it's up. I should probably lift her a little bit because I can see my hood, so I will lift her back. I didn't need to adjust it back when I first installed it, but it is really nice. So here's my controls. That's a rain mode, our settings, format SD card,